Hello there, my brothers and sisters. Vessel of Truth here, Jay from Virginia for the new folks. And I want to jump on here to do a shorter video over something that come up in conversation, and lo and behold, I actually seen it on a short video that someone sent to me. But I want to change it up a little bit. Instead of it being about corporations and that, I want to zone in on, our lives walking as Jesus walked. We have perilous times coming. And I don't care if you're a child of God or if you're the right-hand man to Satan. Everybody is going to be tested. Everybody's going to suffer and be persecuted and hurt. Bad times are coming. And people need to understand that with these times, we have got to have that solid foundation. We need to live our lives spending as much time with the Father as possible. We need to grow and get closer to Him. But we have also got to have our mind made up. And this is something that I have seen left and right so far. People claiming to be children of God, Christians, or just sold out, submitted. But the minute there's a little adversity, they revert right back to that old person, cussing and having a fit, throwing adult temper tantrums. They're fooling themselves because they're not dead to their old man. They're still appeasing the flesh. Out in the world, the devil and the flesh, they're appeasing it. They have sin in their lives, and whenever there's sin in your life, you are separated from the Father. We have to know in whom we serve and be sold out to Him. So I'm going to ask you straight up, what is your price? If someone come to you and offered you whatever you wanted, your price, any number of money, houses, land, cars, anything, what's your price? If you have a price, then you're for sale. You're not totally sold out to the Father. If your price isn't your life, you're for sale. You cannot be a child of the Most High God out witnessing the truth to other people if you're for sale. The enemy has no problem exploiting and attacking your weakness to make you take a bribe or to buy your silence. He owns everything in the world right now. He is the God of this world. And if all he needs to do is buy you off because you're for sale, he'll do it. He already knows that his future, he's already judged, and he knows he's going to burn. He wants to take as many of us, God's creation, with him. So I ask you, are you for sale? What's your price? And don't just say, oh, I'm sold out. My price is my life, because it's easy to say. Think about being cut up into little 1-inch pieces until you die or you renounce God. Or think of your child being cut up in little pieces until you renounce. Or your wife, or your husband, or your mother, or your father. For some, they're animals. Serving the Father is all or nothing. You can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot in the world, the flesh, and the devil. You cannot coexist. You can't serve two masters. You must be totally sold out. Your life must exist in Him and Him living through you. In other words, you were bought with a price of the high cost of the blood of Christ. You're not your own. If you have sold out and received the blood of Christ for remission of sins and have got the free gift of salvation, you don't own yourself anymore. Therefore, you can't have a price tag. But sadly, in these days, I'm seeing many people still having a price tag. To remain silent when they hear somebody saying GD, 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 using the Lord's name in vain. Or out gambling, but yet they're some high member in the church. When we come to the Father and we stand for righteousness, that means we stand for righteousness. Doesn't mean that we're the judge of everybody, but we do edify, we do correct, and we do rebuke. Another thing, if you truly are not for sale and you have no price, because your price is your life, do not surround yourself with people that are for sale, because they will exploit you, they will weaken you, and they will be a liability to you. They'll not only get themselves destroyed, they'll destroy you. This is not something that, oh wow, that's really neat. I'm telling you the truth. Get this in you. Because in the times ahead, every single one of us will be tested on what we chose. Our decisions have consequences. And some of our consequences for us who have sold out and given our total being back to the Father, for Him to live and glorify Himself in us and through us, it may be our life. So be it. He will give us our life back in glory. Brothers and sisters, the game playing has to stop. You cannot be in sin and in the Father. There are no saved sinners. Because when we become saved through the blood of Christ, the old man dies and we become new. A new creature with new features. We now function in the blessings and the power of mighty God through the Spirit of God. I pray you choose you this day who you really are going to serve. Because you should serve the Father, never looking back. Never looking back at, oh, I like that rock music. Oh, I like to look at women. I like to look at men. I like this. I like that. All the sin that you left behind stays behind. Walk in victory over it and be a blessing and a help to the brethren. My price is my life. And if I lose it for Him, I gain it. More and more you're going to see the evil of this world took out, dying in their sins, even very young. Because sin has consequences. The hand of the Father is now no longer protecting this nation. For this nation will be judged, and judgment's already beginning to fall. People are on a hair trigger. They'll shoot you over nothing. It's why we need to walk as Christ walked. If there's a wrathful person, kind words turn it away. Learn the truth of the word. It'll save your life, and it will instill that you will be in the kingdom. forsake yourself for the Father. Think about this. Are you for sale? What's your price? If your price isn't your life, then you are for sale. I pray you hear this and correct the problem if there is one. I'll get to going in John here in the next video or two. I have so many videos and topics to talk about that I just need time to finish writing out my notes and have a little downtime to put my thoughts in order in that and go from there. But as always, you can get a hold of me through emailing me at jtt1777@outlook.com, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you want to exchange numbers, we can. And you can text, call. I'm open for that. I do answer the phone and I do holler back. There are several of you that I already do this with. So please think about this. Take it to the Father in prayer and examine yourselves honestly. Because we've got to be ready and prepared for what's coming. And even the best of us are not truly ready. I love you all. I'm praying for you all always. I just pray the blessings of the Father be upon you. And I'll catch you all on the next one.